Yeah.
I'm here with Phikelelani Terrence Khumalo. Welcome to the Hot Box Gym. Welcome back, I should say, to the Hot Box Gym. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. This is a big move. This is the move that me and my team have been wanting for a long time. I've been in contact with Uncle Colin ever since I went back actually to KZN. He's always been encouraging me to come back, to push more. So yeah, I'm just happy about the opportunity.
And let's talk about this. I mean, you won the SA title in your last fight, and now you've come back up here. What was the determining factor for you?
Well, I wanted this fight since long. I remember John was fighting. I think he was fighting Bukasa at what's that gym where you were taking the fight? I think it was Boyson's.
Could have been Boyson's.
Yeah. I was ringside, and then I've been eyeing him for many years. So it just feels like, I'm one step closer to where I want to be. SA title is a good achievement. I'm looking forward to defending it, but I want more titles.
All right, and of course, you're here at the Hot Box Gym today. Why did you choose here specifically as opposed to, remaining back in KZN and, developing your career from there?
Well, growth, sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone, In this gym, there's a lot of champions, there's world champions, there's people that have fought all over the world. The atmosphere is just different, but it's not only about that, it's about opportunity. We all know, no doubt, management is able to open doors for guys. So this is what I'm looking at also as an athlete. I want to come here and push harder, work harder than ever so that I can reach my goals.
All right, so let's talk about reaching goals. You've obviously reached one goal in the SA title. What are you looking at next?
Well, obviously defending. Right now I have the voluntary defense, but to be honest, all the middleweights, I know they're gunning for me, but I'm ready for them. I'm not just sitting on the throne. I'm working hard, and I'm gonna destroy anyone who comes near me.
There was a rumored fight on a poster that got put out recently, suggesting that you'd be defending your belt against Don John van Heerden. What's happening with that one?
Yeah, well, he's a middleweight, but he lost to my stablemate in his last fight, so he's not eligible to fight for the SA title. So I'm not obligated to give him that opportunity. So he has to work his way, just like me. I worked my way. I had to prove myself. He has to prove himself. When the time comes, I'll smash him whenever, wherever.
What was going through your mind before fighting John? Because you had a postponement of the tournament, of course, so that must have been really inconvenient.
Yeah, well, it was. Sometimes when you're in camp and these things happen, they sort of shift your mind from the goal that you're trying to achieve. But I have a good team, thank God for that. I was back in the gym the next day because I had hope that the fight was going to happen, and thank God it did.
Right, and I want to go back to your old team in Johannesburg as well. You spent a lot of time at the Brian Mitchell Boxing Academy as well, honing your skills that side. Why did you move back down to Durban at that stage?
Well, sure, this is a hard one, but to be honest, after I suffered those losses, I didn't get the support I needed. I came back to the gym, everyone was just cold towards me. I was like, it's boxing. Some people win, some people lose. I heard a few rumors that I didn't like as well. I just didn't feel, even though my first comeback fight, it was in that gym. That whole camp, I was literally grinding by myself, going to train with Sechaba. Sometimes I would come to the gym and, the trainer at that time would train everyone except for me. So it was just the thing of, I need to get out of this gym, and I mean, it's God's will. It so happened to be the best decision I ever made for myself. I don't regret, I have no regrets. And if in the future I meet one of the guys in the ring, it's just business, not personal.
And of course, now that you're here at the Hot Box Gym as well, and you're making this your home, how confident do you feel about going forward?
I'm very confident, I've always been confident, so that's not a question. I just have to prove myself to myself. I'm not doing this for anyone else but myself.
And of course, you are the Stinger. You're the current South African middleweight champion. Joining Colin Nathan, who's a phenomenal manager, you expect him to move you around and get you the best fights possible now?
Yeah, well, we spoke, and basically I just told him that I'm gonna do my end of the part. I'm gonna do my job, just to make sure I'm in shape, I'm fit, I'm ready for a fight, and he has to do his job. He knows his job. He's excellent at his job, so I'm just excited.
How do you plan on camping between fights?
Yeah, well, we're still working that out, but my team, if I come here and camp here, my team will be here, and we've spoken about that, so I'm going to be here for sparring, be here for training. I'm back here full time.
Of course, there are a lot more sparring options in Johannesburg as well, which is highly beneficial to you. When you stepped into this gym, what was the feeling like when you saw the busyness and all the guys getting stuck in?
Well, I'm no stranger to this gym, but as soon as I came here, it was like, I miss this feeling, you know. In Durban, it's just me and Snamiso. You know, we get in the gym, it's just two professionals working hard. When you come here, you see, okay, there's like 20 professionals in the gym. And that's just motivating on its own. To see other champions working beside you, alongside you, is just a blessing.
And of course, you mentioned getting a defense of your SA title. Have you had the initial conversations of what the first move is yet with Colin, or is that still going to be decided in a couple of months?
Well, he's working on it, but I trust him. You know, like I said, he's excellent at his job. My job is to make sure I'm in the gym, I stay ready at all times, so that when he does say, okay, Terrence, we're fighting so and so, I'm ready. Even if it's 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, doesn't matter, I'll be ready.
I don't think a lot of people saw this move coming. I mean, obviously you had worked primarily with Wisdom Tolo, even when you were in the Hot Box gym the last time, and with Sichaba as well, who's also a very good coach. Now going forward, is Sichaba still going to be involved in the picture, or how do you see it?
Sichaba is always going to be involved, whether he's a trainer or he's not a trainer. But just because when I was going through hard times, he was there as emotional support. He was there uplifting me, taking me to training. I almost felt like giving up at some point. I was like, why am I even doing this? You know, the people I trusted, they literally turned on me, all of them. So he was the only person who was still with me. That's why we fly him to Durban, just for him to be there, because he's a part of this journey as well.
All right, so we definitely look forward to him being involved as well. For yourself, what would you like to do next? You said you potentially an SA title defense, but is there anything else that you're looking forward to?
Well, yeah, I am going to defend the SA title. I'm going to keep it, but I want other titles. I'm looking to defend my ABU if the opportunity presents itself. I know the IBF is vacant right now, the African title, and you know, I'm just looking to put myself out there more, challenge myself. Now I'm number 8 in Africa, so I'm looking to really test myself. I think right now I'm really confident. You know, in my mind, I'm just a lion. I'm ready to go up against anyone. So I want to be tested. I'm here.
Anyone in that top 8 that you got your eye on?
Well, I didn't see there's like I think that guy that's number 1. I watched him a few times. I forgot his name, but he's a southpaw. I think he's the WBO or something. He's very good. You know, I think in the future I would love to dance with him.
And we saw Jason Meddy in the gym here today as well. Looks like you guys might be getting in some work in the future. Yeah,
he's my friend. You know, we've been talking. I was at his fights. I was ringside. You know, unlucky to him, it happens. This is boxing. You know, but he looks like he's okay mentally. That's the most important thing. So looking forward to working with him as well. We've been talking about sparring. The last time I was here, I wanted to spar him, but I had to quickly go back to Durban. So now that he's in the gym as well, it's going to be great sparring. Even though he's a super middleweight, but we spar with super middleweight. I train with a super middleweight in Durban, so it shouldn't be a problem for me.
I want to talk about also friendships in the sport as well, because I saw you with Almighty Creed Moyo watching the fights. Obviously, you guys linking up again must feel nice, and maybe some of the other guys as well.
Yeah, no, I'm really close with actually all the people I'm close with in boxing. Creed, Nomeva, Jason, Tulani, I'm really close with Tulani, even though we don't share pictures and stuff like that, but he's like a brother to me, you know. And Shavante, really, really good friend of mine, you know. I really like Shavante and his brother, you know, and just the guys that are close to me, you know.
All right, so it's nice that you come back here and you've got that support around you, even though I said boxing is an individual sport, but you know, it's nice to have camaraderie.
Yeah.
So next step we'll be finding out, next interview that we'll be doing at least, we'll be finding out what your next step is. Wanted to welcome you back to Johannesburg, and all the best on your next move.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you to SA Boxing Talk, and thank you to Nomaranjani, No Doubt Promotion, No Doubt Management. Looking forward to smashing every middleweight in the country.